In this video, let me show you how to upload project files to the Bitbucket from command prompt. Here you can see I have a newly created Bitbucket account here. First, let's create the repository, and before that, this is my project files. You can see that I have some files here. We're gonna upload these files to the Bitbucket from the command prompt. So let's create a repository. Now here you can see I have an option called create repository. Let me click on that. Let's give you a name for our project. In this case, I'm gonna give PDF extractor. Let's also give you a repository name. This will be PDF extractor extension. So this will be public repo. So let me uncheck this. So and I don't want the readme file, and the default branch will be main branch, and I don't want the git ignore as well. So let's create the repository now. I want to be fresh repository, so I don't want to include the readme file or the git ignore file. Here you can see we have created a repository, right? Let's see how to upload the project files here. You consider we have two options. Either we can clone using the HTTPS or using the SSH. We will deal with this later, but for now, let's open up the project folder, and if you right click, you have an option called the open in terminal, or you can directly type cmd here. Let me type cmd here, and you can see I have opened up the terminal here. And first, let's initialize now git init. So let me clear the screen. If you see the status, you can see that there are many untracked files here. Let's see how to commit them now. Add them now. Git add. You consider now all the files are in green color. That means all the files has been added. We can commit now. Git commit -m. I'm gonna give a commit message. Now all the files has been successfully committed. Then what we need to do is we need to authenticate that this repository is actually belong to us. To do that, earlier what we used to do is just click on settings button and go to personal account settings. And if you go to access management, earlier we do this using app password, but now app password has been replaced by the AP tokens, and then we're gonna do this using the SSH keys. If we expand the securities, we have the SSH key. Click on that. We need to add the SSH key. To add the SSH key, first we need to generate the SSH key. To generate the SSH key, open up your terminal and type SSH keygen, and here -t, we're gonna use the algorithm called the ED25519 and capital C, and here you need to enter the email ID. You should enter the email ID that you have used when creating the account. You consider I have used this email ID, so I will enter this email ID here. Let me copy this email ID and I will paste it here and press enter. You consider it is asking us which location you want to save. Let's enter to choose the default location, and then it will ask us to enter the password or passphrase. You can enter to leave it as empty, so I'm going to enter. Let's also enter again. Now our SSH key has been successfully generated and it is stored in this location. So let me copy the location and I'm going to open from the command prompt. You can see this is the folder, and here we have the key. So let me right click the key and I'm going to open this with the notepad. Here you can see this is the key. Let me copy this key and I'm going to go to the Bitbucket and I'm going to click on add key. Let's give you a name for our key, testing 2, and I'm gonna paste the key here, and you can set the expiration as well, but I will stick to no expiry. And finally click on add now. We consider now our SSH key has been successfully added. We can test the connection now. To test the connection, go to the command prompt one more time, type SSH -t, and we're gonna use the git@bitbucket.org. You consider it is asking us to continue, so just type yes, and we have successfully authenticated via the SSH key. Now we have authenticated successfully. You can add the repo URL now. So let's go to form and let's go inside this repo, and here we need to do something. Further, go to repository settings on the left hand side and click on advanced. If you click on advanced, there will be an option called the block pushes with files over 100 MB. You can also enable or disable this based on your needs. So I will disable this now, and you can close, and I'm gonna save this now. Save these changes. Then if you go to repository permission, and here and we need to add the users now. Just type your username here, and this is the username. Let me select this, and this user is an admin. Click on confirm, and that's it. I think if you go to form page and if you click on repository, we need to add this URL. Let me close this and open this one more time because it will not be updated if you use the same terminal. Let's go to the project folder again. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna open this in the terminal, and here just type git remote add origin, and we need to paste the URL. To get the URL, make sure you have choose the SSH, not HTTPS. Select the SSH and copy this URL. So we don't want to clone, right? So leave the git clone keyword and copy the remaining thing, and copy this and paste it here and press enter. And if you check the git remote -v, make sure it points to the URL that you have pasted for both git fetch as well as the git push. And if you try to see the branch, you can see that currently we are in the master branch, and remember earlier that the default branch will be main branch. You can create the main branch as well. So git branch -M, let's type the branch main, and if you see the branch now, you can see now we are in the main branch. So now we can push git push origin -u. So I think we need to enter the branch name as well. So let me type branch name as well and press enter. Sometimes we will get a error like repository, because we don't have the push access because the repository is read only. Sometimes this will happen. I have tried this many times. I am recording this for the third time. So for that, what you need to do is you need to remove the origin that you have added earlier. So git remove origin. So let's again add now. So git remote add origin, and again let's paste the URL now. Let me copy this URL and paste it here and press enter, and let's try to push again. I have successfully pushed here. You consider git push -u origin main. If you go to the repository, you consider we have successfully pushed all the files here. Consider I have successfully pushed. So this is for this video, and I will continue in the next one.